have a fan who comes on and wants me to do a hair job on my dildo. Like,
what?
Take your hair and you wrap it around the dildo and you stroke it off.
Oh my God.
It started with makeup brushes, actually, and he would have me take a dildo and take my makeup brushes and like tickle the dick and say, tickle, tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pillow Talk! I can't sing, but welcome to the show, babies. Pillow Talk is brought to you by Jerkmate. Jerkmate is the world's largest and best loved adult cam and live chat community in the world. Jerkmate members can chat, interact, and explore their sexual fantasies with thousands of beautiful cam models worldwide. You can quickly find your dream model with hundreds of different categories and tags. You click right through it, you find the one you love her. Personally, I love the Colombian ladies. I chat with them every single night. It's safe, anonymous, and very interactive with millions of members online. And exciting news, I am hooking you all up. I got you guys a promo code where you get $10 free to play with on Jerkmate. So you're gonna get money to go on the best site in the world. I did that for you guys. If you check below, use my link to claim this once in a lifetime prize. Again, that's free money. We're giving you money to go on the best site in the world. Enjoy that. And with that money we're giving you guys, you can use gold to tip the models. You can request one-on-one private shows. That's my favorite. That's what I do every night. And you can trigger connected sex toys. Jerkmate.com. Never jerk off alone again. So check it out, boys. It's literally the best fucking site in the world. You know I don't lie. I'm obsessed with Jerkmate. Go check it out. But first, let's get to Pillow Talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is Pillow Talk. I'm your host, Ryan Pownell, the #1 adult show in the world, #3 comedy podcast in the world. Thank you for tuning in every week. We love you guys. We read everything. And speaking of the comments, you guys have been going nuts for our guest today. But first, back on the show from a legendary episode, my neighbor, one of my closest friends, top 10 on the hub, legend, Savannah Bond.
Yeah.
Australian.
Don't forget that.
And our guest today, oh, we've been trying to get her on for years, talking to myself in her DMs, because we see the comments. Lexi Luna, please, where the fuck is Lexi Luna? And I apologize sincerely that it took 3 years. I swear I DM'd her 3 years ago, because we met 2.5 years ago in Toronto.
Is it already? Wow.
Yeah. A while ago, with producer Terry, where I fingered your doll. Fun fact.
That's right.
And motorboated her, of course. The boobs feel just like hers, apparently, and they're nice. One of the GOATs of all time in the industry, one of the top MILFs ever. This is our queen. Maybe the nicest boobs in the industry, too, I want to say. Probably. Yeah, they are. Lexi Luna!
Thank you. So
Great
glad
boobs.
to be here. Thank you. I always say best fake boobs in the biz.
Best fake boobs in the biz.
Because there should be a difference between fake boobs and natural boobs. They're not in the same category. They're not the same. They should each have their own time to shine.
Which ones do you like better? Natties or fakies?
See, the thing about boobs is that I really don't care what they are as long as they look nice.
I'm with that.
Right?
Yeah, as long as you look good, right?
No one likes the rocks.
Mm-hmm. Or like they're like a mile apart.
Oh, yeah, going this way.
like,
or stuck together.
Yeah. But, the other thing is like the way implants sit on your chest is just about the structure of your chest. So sometimes they're wide apart because if you had bigger boobs, that's what they would do.
I think it's because bitches get lazy and they don't sleep 90 degrees. Isn't that a thing? You have to sit up when you sleep when you get them.
Only for like a little while, like
2 weeks
in the healing process.
I can't believe that. If I had
You're
to
not supposed to like sleep on your side or anything.
But not on your back either. That's how they go over here.
No, that's more about like the pocket being stitched up and like everything being kind of the internal bra is very important.
But if you have like naturally big boobs,
Yep.
That helps, right?
More, yeah.
Okay. You must have had big boobs pre-boobs.
No, I had A cups.
Really?
And then I went to a double D, from A to double D.
Well, shout out to your doctor.
Yeah, I mean, he's fantastic.
Because I remember when we met, I was like, you have the nicest boobs ever. I watch you in VR all the time, which I do.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I was like, how big are they? And you said, oh, they're fake, by the way. And I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that a lot because the way that they are positioned and they just sit so nicely, and the little teardrop. And yeah.
And not to take away from the booty either.
The booty's great.
Booty's fantastic.
But I love my boobs. If I had to choose boobs or butt, it's boobs for me.
Because most people are booty people. But with Lexi Luna, I just want missionary.
You just want to look in my face.
Oh, yeah.
And stare in my eyes, baby boy. Make you come.
She's hot, eh? That's what Savannah Ben's... sorry, Savannah. She got me nervous.
It's okay.
Savannah's like, this girl's fucking hot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Super pretty.
So you were teaching.
I was.
Let's go all the way. I know you get this question every
all
time.
the way back to the beginning.
Yeah. You were teaching fourth graders?
I taught everything from kindergarten to fourth grade over my 5-year career. So different years, different grades.
And then you got your boobs A cup to double D on spring break.
I did, yes. My birthday is actually coming back March 14th. So it's always been around spring break.
Okay.
And so it was my 25th birthday. And I was like, I'm doing this. I'm never going to have the money. I'm charging it. I'm just going to fucking do it.
Because you wanted to eventually do adult shit?
No, just because I always wanted big boobs.
Oh.
It wasn't like, it didn't have anything to do with a career change, but I just always wanted to do it. I wanted to like feel super feminine and be able to wear sexy bikinis and just, you know, like be a girl.
You get back to teaching. Are the kids like, look at Miss Luna?
I do not know, but at the same time, I tried like really hard to wear like school t-shirts to cover, you know, like the beefy tees that never look flattering on anyone. So I was like, maybe if I just like wear these school t-shirts, nobody will notice.
Okay, so you didn't play into like the TILF character. Teacher, like the fuck. TILF.
No. I was very like trying to stay under the radar, but also like wanted what I wanted. I wanted these boobs.
Okay.
And I don't know, spring break was 10 days and I was like, that's enough time to like start the recovery process.
Fair enough. And then you get back.
But then it was tricky because I was driving a car that was a stick shift at the time. So that was like, oh no, how am I going to drive?
Why?
Because you're not supposed to like lift and pull and like,
oh shit.
Yeah, because, you know.
Your chest muscles.
So ladies, if we're learning anything
healing
from Lexi Luna, respect all the rules after post-surgery.
Absolutely.
Because she has the nicest ones ever.
6 weeks is not that long of a time. Just
oh, it's 6 weeks to recovery.
Fully. You know, the first week you're kind of like not really supposed to do much.
Mm-hmm.
The second week, you know, you're walking around and you're like opening the fridge slowly, but there's like a special way to open everything.
Write this down.
So you're not engaging the chest muscles.
Okay,
That's
good
the
to know.
important part.
Because too many girls, they get them and then right away they're taking all their pics in them. Hey, you're not ready for the pics.
No, let it heal.
Let it heal.
The iPhone
No
is
underwire
heavy.
bras.
Yeah. Use Siri.
Yeah.
So then you're teaching. How do you end up as one of the best MILFs of all time?
Oh, well, you know, I think it's just an innate ability to connect with people is the way it really begins to like bring the boys in and to just be nice and to like make them feel comfortable and make them feel loved and welcomed.
Okay.
But the way that I got to the point where I am is I just went on this website called FetLife and I was looking.
Yeah, I've heard of that one, I think.
It's like a little
like old
kink
school, yeah.
community, and it's just finding people in real life who are fetish people. So like finding your tribe, kind of. Oh. And so you get together and you like have coffees and do play things and whatever. Like there's dungeon spaces where you can play and
Dungeon spaces?
It's like BDSM and yeah, just exploring your fetish in a non-judgmental.
And you're still teaching, doing this on the side?
Yes, but I'm not like getting paid to do any of this. It's just kind of my curiosity and my exploration about it.
And you're doing this solo?
Yes.
Oh, that's nuts.
So I'm in Florida and it's like my first real like moving out experience where I'm like I don't have like a group of people around me that I know. And so I'm like, let me find some people who are non-judgmental and are just like, you know, just easy to get along with.
Okay.
So I found these groups and just had a lot of fun learning. I learned a lot of different things about how to play safely, sanely, and consensually, which are like the hallmarks of BDSM play. And I just kind of fell into this group of like, oh, these people are cool and nobody judges me for the things I like or don't like or want to explore or want to learn about. And so I started posting some modeling pics because I had just gotten these brand new titties. And I posted some pics on the website and I got approached for the opportunity of porn. And
in Florida?
So, yes.
Everyone starts in Florida.
That's like the main hub.
Yeah.
That's where they hook them in.
Yeah. And so I listened to like the pitch and then I was kind of like, okay, like I know this is kind of blowing smoke up your ass that like this is what could happen, right? And maybe it could happen, but I was also, you know, 26 at the time. So I'm like, okay, let me ask some questions.
The casting couch, which is real, by the way.
Yeah, so this wasn't that situation at all. It was all online. So they gave me a phone number and I called and I just asked like all the questions that I had about, you know, what to expect and anything and everything. And so I was like, okay, let me try this. Try it for like over the summer. Because this was in April. School's over in May. I did my first scene in June.
Okay. At least you did a little 1 week divide.
Yeah. Well, you know, It was summer
So you started
vacation.
when you were 26? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the BDSM little culty groups that you were in, while you're teaching.
Not culty.
Don't be judgmental.
No, I'm not. So you're teaching and you're thinking, God, I really want to get fucking tied up and fucked.
Yeah, I think there's just like this curiosity about it because I never really had an opportunity to learn anything about it. I'm from the Midwest. Like, we don't do kinky shit.
So you're
There's no opportunity to learn anything.
You're like,
right? Like writing formulas on my whiteboard at home.
It's like the ultimate fantasy. They're like a teacher that like does all that.
yeah.
It's like, this is real life.
that was my next question. How common is it for teachers to be freaky deaky?
Yeah.
Very. Teachers and nurses are the most freakish people that you'll meet because we
Nurses?
are in charge all day long. We want an escape. We want a release. We don't want to be in charge. We just want to like experience shit.
So it's like CEOs are the ones usually that want the dominatrix shit.
Sure.
Teachers and nurses who are in power, they just want to get fucked.
They just want to have whatever experience they want to have, and they don't want to be judged for it. Wow. Yeah.
Good to know. Because I'm thinking of my teacher, Miss Gillis, right now. Wonder what kind of shit she's into.
Maybe she's watching you right now. Maybe she's into that.
You know, I actually, after we graduated, I sent her a Facebook message. I said, hey, I would love to take you to a spa day, Miss Gillis. And,
Bless your heart.
And she said, absolutely not.
Yeah, that is the correct answer. We do not fraternize with the students.
So, okay, but have you?
Fuck no.
They must have hit you up.
Nope. Never gotten any kind of message like that. I don't really like check the DMs, right? The only place you can really hit me up
I know
is
you don't.
The students.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, the students.
Yeah.
They're like this year they're turning 18, so I hope it doesn't happen. But
Because I couldn't imagine.
I look way different too, though. I don't know if they would
must
put it
have been
together.
hot.
I don't know if they would put it together. Like,
Do you have a pic that you can send us after? Oh, you're going to keep that girl.
we do not share that girl with the world.
Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus. Got it.
Actually.
Okay. Okay, good. Because imagine you're fucking hot teacher. It's like, bro,
Yeah, that's a fantasy.
Texting all
oh
the-
my God.
Yeah, and you know, I play the teacher role a lot in my videos.
Yeah.
And
You
so
look good with the glasses.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I have a funny glasses story, actually. I was on set
please.
this week earlier, and I was doing a VR scene, so another one coming out for
Thank
VR
you.
bangers.
Okay. They really took over.
Yeah, and then I had it was a cosplay scene. They do a lot of the cosplay stuff, and
But you got to pay extra for the cosplay.
oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I don't know what their structure's like on their side. So the glasses story wasn't the cosplay. It was another one last week. And so I'm wearing these glasses, and the guy comes at the end. And so they don't like when the guy is stroking himself off in the VR porns. They like for the girl to finish the guy.
Yeah.
And that's
100%.
So I know this, right? But I'm laying down, so I'm trying to like not hit myself in the face with the dick because it's unpredictable.
He's standing, you're on your knees?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, he's standing. I'm laying like it's missionary. We're
Okay.
finishing in mish.
Right.
So I'm like stroking it towards myself, but it's also like kind of hard to do that and keep yourself elevated so you don't look crazy in the final shot, which is the most important.
Right.
So I'm stroking him off, and like a little bit comes out, and then it's just like this giant spurt comes at me.
This week?
Shoots through the glasses because they don't have lenses for the glare. And I'm like, oh no, the secret's out. So I like rip the glasses off like they didn't see that it just shot right into my eyeball. And then the guy was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, that was all me. Like, I was holding it. You were just coming. It's not your fault.
That's
But
a hell of a cum shot.
yeah, like the length of my torso to my eye.
I just kind of, you know? And you did it?
Yeah. Well, he got himself there, and then like I finish it off.
Do you know how to make a guy go further?
You gotta like press on the like, what is it? The urethra?
I don't actually know.
What the fuck's the name? Yeah, you like put pressure like under the balls and the taint, and then that doesn't let it come out. So then when you release it, it comes out faster.
Oh, it blasts
harder.
out. I didn't know that. That's fire.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
Have you
really
tried
pressure.
that on like multiple guys and it's like it's a thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you're just you're not letting the cum go through and out of the hole.
No way.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So when guys shoot with you, they're like, bro, that was my biggest cum shot ever.
Well, I don't do it. Like, I don't try to do it. I did
Yeah.
it for science before, just to kind of experiment and see like what the data set show.
Oh,
That's good, eh?
yeah, I need to practice.
Do you think it's weird if I do it at home alone?
No, like, then you'll know, and you'll be able to probably feel the buildup difference. And
So as it's building up, you hold it?
yeah, you hold you push up into the balls, kind of like up into the taint area,
Okay.
and then you keep stroking it, and like you get there, and
And as soon as you see
release,
it, like...
You and a little bit might come out, but then when you release it and you like do the next couple ropes,
Is
it'll
that
be
like
more.
when guys like they'll come on set and like they're trying to get the right shot and then they're like coming and they're holding it and then it like shoots out? Do you know what I mean?
That's probably what it is. What they're doing,
Yeah.
or then they might not realize that that's the science behind it is just the pressure, because you're basically just closing the whole potential. So then it's just like building up here. So then when you release it, it just goes.
Okay, that makes sense.
As opposed to having like 3 or 4 ropes, you hold it and then you let a big one build. Because you know the contraction of the muscles is what pushes the cum through. So if you contract the muscle but don't let it go out, then
it's one.
Yeah.
It's please, shboom.
Science.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Do you have any pussy tricks?
No, because they're all fucking different. There's no like one size fits all vagina lesson.
We were talking about that today.
Yeah, all pussies are different, right?
So different. And like from day to day, even me doing it to myself, I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't work today.
You have a nice Barbie pussy though.
Yeah, she. So like one of my first shoots for like Reality Kings, the director was like, "You have a Homer Simpson pussy," and I was like, "What the fuck is a Homer
mouth?
Simpson pussy?" Yeah.
I say it's like
And
a
then
dolphin.
he showed me, and I was like, "Oh, I do."
Yeah, you do. You do. What kind of pussies are you into? Because you're bisexual, right?
I'm into all vagina.
I can tell you're bisexual, by the way.
Why? How?
Now that I've seen so much porn, I know you're not.
No, I like girls.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You pretend you do.
In real life, if I have a real threesome, definitely. But on camera, it's hard.
There are a lot of factors for on-camera threesomes because the girl might not be into girls, and then that makes me feel awkward that I'm like doing something that she doesn't want.
Fair.
Yeah.
But so that's like whatever happens on set prior to the scene impacts the mood between the two girls.
So what percentage would you say are, gay for pay or lesbo bi?
I would say there are probably like definitely over 50%.
Yeah,
Are actually into girls?
No, are doing it because it's a paycheck.
And you can feel it, right?
Yeah, it's just the way that they don't interact with you at all. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, see, I get that all the time. So
Right.
I'm just like, I'll just
Okay,
shut off. I'll just
because
shut
you're an
off.
expert, you're looking in Savannah Bond's eyes. Is she bisexual or gay for pay?
Oh, she's bisexual,
I don't
but it
know.
has to be. But it has to be the right
See?
situation. Like you can't judge it based on porn scenes.
Right.
But like somebody who doesn't really like girls just doesn't even want to have any kind of potential for connection. Right. So during the scene, if they seem like they're doing 2 different things, it's just hard. Like or
There's
they're not
one scene
open.
that I've watched of yours, probably my most watches, I'd say, up there. It's Bedoink VR.
Okay.
And I think it was a Christmas theme maybe, but it's like 3 or 4 girls. One of them's Asian. I forget who the other was. And then you roll up halfway through. What's going on in here? What do you guys? Let me show you how it's done. You push them out of the way. Do you know that scene?
I think
you might be wearing a Santa Claus hat.
I think there were like 4 of us girls.
Yeah.
I think it was Venus Sky, Gina Valentina.
Venus, yes.
Me. There was one other girl. I can't quite. This was like years ago.
Yeah, it was a 2016, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Okay, so what is this about? I go on these VR sites, and then 2016 has all like the porn legends, and then now it comes back like 6 years later.
I think that
Like they tried
everybody's-
VR.
I think that everybody stopped performing for studios after OnlyFans in the pandemic because they didn't need to do it anymore.
Oh, that's what it is.
So it's like, if you don't like performing, or if that was like the thing that was dragging you or making you like annoyed to be part of the industry, or like some people.
But it looks like there was like a 6-year break in VR filming.
Well,
Like there's like Riley Reid, Mia Malkova, like all those.
yeah. Well, maybe, the other thing is VR porn, VR filming and all that has come such a long way. Like the technology is so much different now. So maybe it was just more laborious to create the content. So they didn't make as much of it.
Okay.
And now it feel like it's been really flooding.
Oh yeah.
All the sites have been doing a lot more production. It's also a lot cheaper now because they don't have, the equipment's getting more streamlined and all the processes, the editing, all of that is getting easier too.
And do you hate filming for it? Everyone does.
I love it.
Really?
I do. I think
Oh,
I'm one of
good.
the only people who loves filming VR.
Yeah, fact.
It's because I love making that connection with the fans. I get my best fans from VR when they come to me and they're like, "Oh, I love your VR scenes."
Yes.
I know that's somebody who's truly my fan. They're not just a fan of somebody having sex.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love filming it. I love the intimacy I can create with the camera. There's just so much, and then like talking to the ears on either side. Like I love that stuff.
I love it too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's the
And
best.
I especially love that like I get to do whatever I want because the guys like hands behind his back kind of thing. Can't really do a
I
whole
would
lot
love
of
to be on a
movement.
VR set. Just look at the dude because he's can't say anything, even while coming.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a good performer.
Which is crazy.
And the microphones are like right by their faces, so they really have to breathe quietly.
And they're just like this, eh?
And like you're having sex, so like the breathing changes, and you're just like. But the guys sometimes they'll turn their heads so that they don't breathe into the microphone too heavily because you guys don't like to hear.
And what's the cum shot look like in VR? For like, what's the dude's face?
I never see it because the camera's always right in front of him.
You must say just.
Right, like just quietly suffering off to the side. Sometimes they'll bring out the walker if the guy like needs something to lean back on. So they have like a walker behind him so he has something to hold on to.
A walker.
Yes. It's so necessary because they're if you cannot touch that camera at all because we have to kind of start over and like make it stop shaking because it's on a little boom arm.
So he's like this.
Yeah, so he's just holding back there because he's got to
Literally
like
paralyzed.
pump and fuck, but also not move forward. It's really hard to have sex when you can't move the top half of your body towards the person that you're having sex with.
I would assume the only awkward part would be the fake pussy eating.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
and
I do it though, eh?
right,
do it.
and that's why we do it, and that's why we do it.
Oh, it gets me going.
Love it.
I love it.
I would have never thought that. That was something that but that's why we have the gurus of VR who listen to you guys. And
It's
know
just
what you
nice to see like your favorite porn star's vagina perfectly.
Yeah, like right in front of your face.
Yeah, you have to smoke weed, and then you really think you're eating the pussy. You know?
It's real.
More drugs, the better for VR. Do drugs. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so you love kink shit.
I do.
Okay, so back when you were teaching, what kind of kink shit were you doing? And then I want to ask you later how freaky it got.
So one of my first experiences in the fetish world was actually somebody telling me that I have nice feet and they would like to massage them, which is like very standard, but it's also like a nice entry point for somebody who hasn't really done a whole lot. So they kind of found me early because I feel like the feet guys always find you pretty quickly and they're like always scoping out like, oh, this is a new girl, let's look at her feet, right? And I was in Florida at the time, so you're always wearing sandals. So you're always wearing sandals and you're always exposing your feet. And so when somebody sees a nice pair of feet, especially when you're in the setting of a club or a place where that kind of attention is expected, that was always the best part because I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've been teaching all week, standing on my feet, please rub them. Like,
fair.
It wasn't sexual for me, but it was sexual for them. But like we both got something out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. And then now lately, especially as I've been shooting a lot more foot content and doing like kind of realizing the fetish.
Is that a thing that you have really nice feet?
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about feet.
Yeah, they look nice.
You like feet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like it turns you on?
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
That is one of the things I've kind of picked up from the industry. See, they like the nice like toe line.
Like you're getting wet
like
right
an arch. Well, like especially like when a guy or a girl like sucks on your feet.
It's like a direct line to your pussy.
It turns you on?
Sensory overload.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does our mutual friend fuck with your feet?
Yeah. Wait, which one? Oh.
Is he a foot guy?
I don't know. It's only been like 3 times.
Oh.
They haven't gotten there yet. Jeez.
It's over.
Yeah, sex comes first. Blowjob second. Foot third. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first experience, and it was great. It was nice and fun, and it didn't do anything for me sexually, but it just felt nice. So like that is gratification and satisfaction as well.
Yeah,
and then
free foot massages.
I really liked learning. They had classes at this dungeon, so like different times of the.
What does dungeon mean?
Dungeon is like a play space. They have equipment set up, so you don't have to have your own like sex swing or like a place to tie somebody with rope, or they just have a bunch of different equipment set up, and it's just a play space.
And it's owned by like some real sicko?
No, actually the owner was super nice, and it's like an internationally known dungeon because they do a lot of rope work there. And rope is actually one of the very most important aspects of BDSM and all these different things because it's like the oldest way that people were like. It's
paying homage to the OG kinkers.
Yeah, and especially when you're talking about like Japanese rope and all that like it's so there's actually a history to it, and it's very beautiful. And to watch these people get tied up in these very precise knots and the way that they lay the rope down, like it's very zen and very beautiful to watch.
You must know this guy, father or priest or whatever.
Oh, for kink?
Father John.
Oh, I've never shot like kink. I know him only from like Twitter and seeing.
Yeah, this guy fucking waterboards girls. and shit.
And all of that is consensual, and I love that for them.
Yeah, I never shot for them either.
To me, that's crazy.
I probably wouldn't.
Getting waterboarded, nothing sexual about it. They did that in World War II. And apparently it's the worst torture in the world.
Don't yuck someone else's yum.
You ever done the waterboarding?
I've not, no.
But you want to?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be like something that I would want to experience because the anxiety and the fear of it is just, I'm not after that high.
Apparently it's just the worst. It's forceful drowning.
Yeah. I'm good. I almost drowned when I was
Okay, definitely not.
before
That's
porn,
how kinks usually start, though.
Yeah.
Trauma.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think the trauma was like, oh my God, I'm fucking teaching all these kids. I need a release.
Gina Valentina.
No wonder you don't want kids.
Yeah, no way. Not
Your
for
friend
me.
Gina Valentina, she said she was watching a movie as a little kid, and Jim Carrey movie, and he drowns in it. And she said, that's the first time I got wet. And my dream was, my whole life was to get waterboarded. And,
See, don't yuck someone else's yum.
I just think that's the craziest shit ever. But anyways. Okay, so what kind of freaky shit did you do?
In these classes that they had, I was always interested in the topics, and one of them was about needle play and medical staples. So like,
Oh my God.
So, and hear me out.
That's worse than waterboarding.
Well, it depends on who you are. It's basically hypodermic needles and different gauges, but you just kind of learn how to like roll the skin onto the needle. And the thing that I really loved doing with this was I would make corsets on the girls' backs. I would put needles in on each side and like string corsets side to side, and they would walk around the dungeon space, and like that was what they really liked.
They liked it.
Right. So I never bottomed to that fetish or
Did it
kink.
turn you on to stick the needles in the girl?
It didn't really turn me on so much as it like mentally stimulated me to like do a task that was so like systematic and very precise, and you had to be very careful, and so there's a lot of procedure
Like shit,
to it.
one thing wrong, this bitch is dead.
No, it's not like that. We're not going that deep. It's very superficial. But yeah, that was something I really enjoyed, and like giving the girls, especially down the back of the legs with the medical staples, they would do little corsets down the back of the legs, kind of like the tattoos that you see.
To be honest, I find that one hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that hurt them or not really?
There's a little bit of like pleasure pain, I would imagine, from it. Everything that I've done to someone, I've done to myself. So like I pierced it through my skin just to kind of see what I was doling out and to know kind of
That's the
depth
teacher in
and
you.
right. I think that's ultimately what it was. It's like I got to have this procedure and like do this very dainty task.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I knew what everything felt like, but then also you're checking in with the person who's getting this kind of treatment, and just that dom sub top bottom mentality of like you have to care for this person. This person's in your hands and in your care for that amount of time for the playtime.
Yeah.
And what about the medical
Staples.
Yeah.
So that was just down the back of the legs usually, and it would just like, because they kind of stick out of the skin a little bit, so you can feed like a string or something through it, and you can make like pretty designs and different things.
Oh, it's like the starting point. Mm-hmm. Oh.
So then you do like a row of 3 on each side. You feed through the little like ribbon or whatever, something colorful and pretty, and then you just crisscross it and keep feeding it.
That's beautiful.
And then tie it.
That's
with a bow.
beautiful. You're not into like getting whipped and lashed.
Yeah, like what's the most intense thing?
I think probably the most intense thing that I've like bottomed to is probably a little bit of like wax and electro play. So you like candle wax, but it's body. It's not like burning hot candle.
Yeah.
There's specific candles that they make for body play.
And like a technique, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a way to do everything. And that's what the classes were all about, was like teaching you how to do it safely, because that's the number one thing, is being safe. If somebody's already like in this space of submitting and being, having things done to them, like it's a different mindset. So you have to pay attention to them, and you have to know what you're doing, because if you fuck up, they're not in a position to be able to like help you out of it, because they're already in their headspace is different, and all that is being submissive or being the bottom. So you really have to like pay attention and know what you're doing and know the procedure. And then you also have to know how to get them out if something is not going well.
They teach all that in the dungeon?
Absolutely.
Shout out to the dungeon.
Safe, sane, consensual.
Okay. This sounds really nice.
Yeah, it was. And so I felt like I really found my people. I was like, okay, I get to learn stuff. It's not just like the typical stuff that I do every day.
Yeah.
And so I really found this great community.
So do you still go?
No, I mean, this was in Orlando. I haven't been there, for a long time.
This was in Orlando? Mm-hmm. That's a family city. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Have you done anything kinky?
Not to, well, yeah, a little bit, but not like anything like that. I've always been interested though, because like I feel like when you do so many things, it's like you kind of want to take it to the next level.
Yes. You get bored.
Yeah.
It just becomes regular.
Yeah.
So then you're always chasing the next irregular thing.
The next high.
You can be anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, this Saturday, I'm going to my first ever Hollywood sex party.
Ooh.
Yeah, first time. And I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I got little Liam to get me Viagra today. Because there's no way I'm walking around with a soft dick, you know.
Yeah.
You been to any of those?
I've not been to like ones where there's like an entry, right? I've been to swingers clubs. I actually used to host a swingers cruise. So they would take over a boat and then it was just 18
that sounds
plus.
awesome.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
It's not.
For me, it wasn't awesome because everybody assumed I was there to play, and I was actually like part of the crew.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I taught classes and I like hosted
So everyone's
events.
grabbing at you?
Yeah. So that
Lexi,
was a little tough because I'm also trying to like not be rude, but at the same time like respect my space.
So you didn't fuck anyone the whole cruise?
No.
Oh shit.
No. I felt like I'm part of the crew. Like I'm getting paid to be here. There's a certain level of professionalism that I want to display. And word travels fast, stuff like that, especially
yeah,
on
like
a
we
cruise
fucked her,
ship.
she denied you guys?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't need that kind of interaction with
And
people.
what kind of crowd was it? Was it like seniors?
So there are probably like two different like groups, because you have to think that when a company takes over a cruise ship, there's a lot of expense. There's a lot of liability. So these tickets are not cheap. So that automatically kind of weeds out a lot of the younger crowd because they just don't have the money.
Yeah.
And if they do, then, they're also bringing like 4 or 5 people with them, because when you have the money when you're young, you usually have other friends who are in the similar
All the
situation.
little trust funders.
Yeah. So it's anywhere between like if you found somebody in their 20s, that was very rare. That was usually a third that would come with a couple, and it was their unicorn or their, their person that they...
Like Liam used to do.
So yeah, it was just a really fun time to like get to teach people who, and especially the older people who have just become sexually liberated, and they're like, we're doing this naked cruise, right? And they're like, we're gonna fuck people, and we've not ever had a chance to do this, and like that
like
generation,
the virgins almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
where they're like, okay, maybe we've been swinging a little bit at our home clubs, but like this is the mecca.
It's a Super Bowl.
Yeah. And so it was really fun to teach, especially those kinds of people, like some blowjob tricks and techniques. And then the next day at breakfast, they'd be like, oh, we tried that thing you taught us last night. We had such a great day. Right. So it's like, I get this reward of them trying the things and having a good time and like increasing their sex life, because I'm totally for that. Like, especially if you're in your senior years and you've spent your entire life not enjoying your sex life or not being sexually free and just always being repressed. I want that for everybody. I want everybody to feel what it's like to be in an awesome sexual space.
So it was pretty much, I'm picturing like old rich dude with like hot trophy wife vibe.
Somewhat. There was a little bit of that, but there were also a lot of regular couples who
like
had
normal...
grown old together, and their kids are out of the house, and like they're empty nesters, their kids are having kids.
My
and so
parents
like
been
this
going on
is
a lot of cruises a lot.
Yeah, right. So it's like the next stage in their life is for them again. So they get to kind of reconnect as a couple and then explore this new thing together, and they get a little bit of that new relationship energy back and all of that. So they're spicing it up. And so it was like sweet to have the little ladies coming up to me and being like, now, what was that thing you said about like the windshield wiper, which is one of the things I teach in the class about like rubbing the head of the cock side to side like a windshield wiper. So it was just fun.
Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, BlueChew.com. BlueChew is the unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Cialis, Viagra, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead, or you can just be ready for when the opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And the best part, it's all done online. So no weird visits to the doctor, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. BlueChew's tablets are made in the USA, and they're prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. Boys, you know me, I don't back products I don't love, and this one is probably my favorite. BlueChew changed my life, and I want it to change yours. BlueChew wants to help you have better sex, so discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it, and do it. And are they ever hooking the boys up? This is probably the best deal I'll ever offer you guys. You won't believe it. BlueChew.com is offering your first month free. Just pay the $5 shipping and you get free. So that's BlueChew.com, promo code PillowTalk, and you get to try it for free. What are you waiting for? You have to do this. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and safety information, and we thank you, BlueChew, for sponsoring the podcast. Boys, do I have something special for you? I got the hookup of the year. Where my weed boys at? I smoke weed, I take edibles. This is ViHemp Company, my favorite in the world. I wouldn't partner with them if I didn't fucking love it. I'm addicted to this. This is high love. It is an aphrodisiac weed gummy. And the best part is they ship to all 50 states discreetly to your door, in case anyone's... This is the best thing in the fucking world. These gummies here, it invigorates blood flow through your whole body, and it uplifts the romantic side of things. This is the only weed gummy in the world that does this. ViHemp, it's unbelievable. And these guys are dedicated to their customers with their third-party testing. These are award-winning, best in the world, seriously. And you don't need a medical card for this, boys. You just go on their website, you order. We have the description in the bio. Try this at home alone, but I recommend you guys try it with the ladies, seriously. And the best part, I'm giving you 15% off with my code PillowTalk, or if you click that link, and a free sample. So please use it. It's unbelievable. ViHemp, I'm addicted to this stuff. I'm gonna take one right now.
I find in porn, there's really a divide of like almost 50-50 that girls are in it because they love sex. Honestly, they're like 30%, even 20 maybe. They're here because they're sexual deviants. And then there's the, let's get rich and famous quick and, good lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that second one is probably more so in the recent years since the pandemic.
Big time.
Yeah.
Because everybody's seeing all
Since
the success.
COVID, yeah.
Fans as well.
And they think that it's like, oh, we'll just do it. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's not that easy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why lately, high turnover, like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Girls are in for 6 months, they're out.
Yeah, I'm not learning any new names at this point. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, who are they booking?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a small.
All the little Haley Davies.
What's a Haley Davy?
Oh, she's our other neighbor, our friend Haley.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Haley Davies. She's new.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome to the shit show.
But what I was saying was, it seems like you're in it because you love sex.
I love sex.
Yeah.
I love being open and free and not having any restrictions on what I can say and who I can say it to. Like, it kind of comes with the territory where it's like, you just expect me to talk about sex and to say the word fuck a lot. And I just enjoy doing that, and then there's also the side where it's like, I want to teach people about how easy it is to just not care about what other people think about your sex life. Just don't care, because they're not in your bedroom with you. They don't get to experience the things that you want to experience. And ultimately, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what you do and what you like.
Doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
the only person it matters for is you. And so do what makes you happy and find those people and find, like, if you have friends in your life who are shaming you for sex talks or anything else that you're doing, get new friends.
Yeah, they're
those
fucking
are not
losers.
your people.
And their sex is probably whack.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
So
whack sex.
That is one thing about like the porn community. Like when you go to like an event or anything, I always feel like very accepted and like loved by all of them. Yeah.
So I love to teach, and that's kind of like, I get to teach adults now with how to have good relationships and how to communicate. And that, like, yeah, it is awkward to talk to your partner about the things you like sexually the first few times. But then, like, as you do it more and you practice more, you get more comfortable. And then it's like second nature to just have consent talks. And it's just easier. And you don't feel like, oh, okay, I really want you to lick my pussy tonight. And I feel like that's a lot of people's experience, because sex has been so shameful and it's such a taboo to, engage in sexual relations with people. And it's like, that's the thing that makes us the most connected. We are all human and we all want to have sex. Like, that is our human experience. And so but that's also goes, control, right? That's what taboos really are. It's all about controlling people.
But Lexi, I feel like it's rare to see you at the porn things. If we do, like when I saw you at AVN, you're in and out, you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Mostly because I need to take care of myself and my personal existence more than I need to be constantly at an event. I put in the hours that I want to put in. I commit to those hours and I'm 100% during that time. And when that time is done, then that's then it's like, I relax a little bit, decompress and get back to me, because ultimately this job it takes so much, and it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of emotional effort. And when you've decided I'm going to work really hard for these 4 hours, and then 4 hours and 3 minutes, and somebody's, hey, can I get a picture? And it's like, I've really committed to these 4 hours, and you know, I never turn a fan away, but at the same time, it's like I have to respect my own time, because nobody else will. If I allow people to walk all over me and to, you know, be like, oh, will you stay for another hour and sign, or will you do that? And it's like
boundaries.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
So do you feel like Lexi Luna is a character you play?
No, this is who I am.
Okay.
And that's the fun part, right? Is learning who I really am through this experience of being in porn, and through all the fetish stuff and the kink stuff that I learned.
Yeah.
Now I get to finally fully be myself 100% of the time. I don't have to be like, oh, well, like right now I have to change my personality because I'm in front of X, Y, and Z people, and it's not the appropriate time. Like, everybody knows from talking to me that I'm a porn star, and that's why you're talking to me, or that's why you're engaging in a business conversation with me. So the expectation of being prim and proper just doesn't exist anymore in my life.
Do you find that's a Savannah Bond?
What?
That you turn on a Savannah Bond thing?
No, not really. I always like
You're always like yourself.
authentic. Yeah.
You are, both of you.
Because if you're not, and you have to play a character, then it's going to be really hard, and you'll burn out fast.
And you have to maintain it, right?
Yeah.
You have to maintain a certain personality.
Yeah.
And then what if you like forget what you did last time when you were faking it?
There's this one new girl
Oh, yeah.
character. She's pretending she's so stupid, but I know she's smart. She's smart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she pretends she's retarded.
On like her streams and everything?
Yeah, all that.
Oh,
All the
okay.
dumb shit she's been saying. But she's smart.
Okay. It's a persona.
It's a persona. That would be exhausting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I deal with so much already that it's like, I don't have time to be somebody else too.
Yeah.
Like,
And imagine
keep-
pretending to be retarded. That's tricky.
Yeah,
it's a 24/7 job, like, in your head.
It's the opposite of our other friend who pretends she's smart. We're bleeping the names. We're just joking. Shout out to everyone.
I'm like, I'll just say nothing. Then,
Yeah, you're scared to death right now.
say nothing.
Okay, one thing we always like to talk about, and this for both of you, we love to ask, most embarrassing thing that happened on set, or funniest, craziest, wildest, good mainstream sexual experience.
Oh, yes. The good old craziest thing that's happened on set. So my first scene for Browsers, I was like brand new. I'd maybe shot 3 or 4 scenes to that point.
Wow, browsers that quick?
Well, in Florida, so it was like the pool of people wasn't the same, because I had trouble getting booked at the beginning because I didn't look like a MILF, but I wasn't a teen.
Oh, you started MILF right away?
I've always been a MILF.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I had fake boobs, and that automatically puts you in the MILF category.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter your age. So at 26, I was playing
if
a
you got
MILF.
big boobs, they're like...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you still look young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you
And
do.
that's the trouble. That's why I didn't get booked for a while at the beginning, because it's like, well, she's got a sweet young face, but her body's the body of a woman.
Right.
Right. So those two things apparently can't go together. Porn logic, right? So yeah, I shot with Browsers, and I was working with Xander Corvus, and he was like the golden child of Browsers, right? Even that, this was in 2016. So that was, I was like, okay, this is, he's their guy, and I just want to make a good impression. Like, I'm trying to be professional and also get rehired, because if he's like, don't hire her again, like, they wouldn't have. He would have the pull to be like, I don't want to work with Lexi.
Okay.
So everything's going okay, and we're doing the thing, and I'm like rubbing my clit with my hand, and he's fucking me, and it's like the simultaneous in and out and the side to side. And I cut his dick with my fingernail. Oops. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I touched the microphone. And because there were like natural nails, which are always sharper than fake nails. Fake nails are nice and smooth and rounded out, and they don't have any like edges that are sharp. And so he started bleeding, and we were like, in my head, I'm like, they're never gonna hire me again.
His penis started bleeding?
The shaft where I nicked it as he like went in or out, and like just the right.
Oh my God. Yeah. How hard do you go on the clit?
Yeah. Hard.
You don't go just gentle?
No.
Oh. Different vaginas.
Yeah, see, everybody's different. And it also can't be like directly on the clit. It has to like kind of be sneaky around the clit. So it's more like skin covering it than it is like clit exposed.
Yeah, is this true that all around it stimulates the clit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The clit is actually much bigger than what you see. There's an internal part as well.
It's not just that little fake penis, right?
It's not just the little bean.
Okay, that's why girls have been saying flat tongue.
Flat tongue, yes.
Right,
That is so
okay.
true.
Good to know.
Because you got to get all the parts around it. You don't want to just like pinpoint.
Yeah.
And then when you like push the clitoral hood back and then expose it and then go like hard on it, it's like
hard on it?
Yeah.
With the tongue.
Yeah, that's like too much. It can be good, but not at the beginning. Like you got to warm it up
Warm it up with the flat tongue.
for a while.
3 minutes.
5 minutes.
5's a long time.
Yeah, well, it takes a long time.
Okay. Fingers in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fingering is everything.
Everything.
Press on the stomach.
No.
Gentle on the bladder.
No bladder.
No bladder.
No bladder.
I mean, I don't mind that like sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially like when your bladder's full. Like, do you know that feeling?
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
So how long should a guy go down on a girl?
Everyone's
Gosh,
different.
it's so hard because it's also like day to day. Like if we're just trying to get the juices flowing so we can fuck real quick, different.
Okay.
But if you're like trying to have a session or you're trying to like please me or if you're saying, oh, tonight's about you, baby,
Okay.
then you better not come up for air until I like bring you up.
And how long is that?
That's
It
all right.
depends.
Like 15?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or until I come. Like those are the two options. Until I come or
I feel like I can make a girl come so fast just fingering. But as soon as I start going down, I'm down there forever. And it's like, well, maybe my tongue is doing more harm than good.
the thing I think you're having issues with is the fingers are doing stuff and you're feeling the clenching, you're feeling things here. And then that makes your brain think, okay, go faster. And then change the pace. If you change the pace, it's over. You have to start again from zero. You can't change the pace. You have to just do the same thing until
that's what was
she
working.
comes. Yes. And that's the hardest part.
We're both here like taking mental notes.
That's the hardest part is like just keeping the pace. Because as soon as you
pace.
Of
start
course.
moving and changing things, then it's like, oh, well, that doesn't feel the
That's
same way.
what was working, idiot.
Yeah.
Wow. I do that. I'm like, I feel
Yeah.
the moans are
you
coming.
feel things happening, so
Yeah.
you're like, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
But it's not like that for girls. Most, I don't know.
Consistency.
That's not like that for me, but
What about you?
Yeah, I would say the same.
Keep the pace?
With fingering, like, I like it like quite aggressive, to be honest, but I do feel like everyone's different.
Mm-hmm.
But if like, yeah, they're going down on you, I would say the consistency of that, it has to be the same, right?
Because and look, I'm not anything to write home about in the bedroom, but my only good thing that people say is that I'm good at fingering, right?
Yeah.
You've heard that.
Yeah.
I can finger.
Well, yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
what's the technique?
Okay.
Show us the...
You just taught me something very, very important.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I feel
here
like
for
guys
you.
are picking up on the whole fingering thing lately.
Yes.
Or maybe it's because I'm not fucking guys in porn anymore, so they put effort in.
Yeah, the porn guys don't care, eh?
Yeah, they don't care. Stay away from them.
To be fair, it's not in the script for them to care.
Yeah, true.
You know?
True.
Like if they're
True.
eating you out, it's because it's like
want
they need a
to.
3-minute like intermission between blowjob and first position.
And they have to
Yeah.
turn their head for the camera.
Exactly. So it's just difficult, and it's also not in scripts. There's a blowjob, there's other sexual positions, but there's hardly ever written into the script that there's like an
It's
eating out
Kieran
period.
Lee who eats the most pussy ever.
Well, he can kind of do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
So
But he doesn't need to. He likes it.
yeah.
He must. And he does like 10 minutes. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't even do that for like the love of my life first time. You know?
Some guys, like, that's like their turn on, I guess.
Yeah, it's how he gets hard and stays hard and like keeps in the game.
Yeah.
So how I got good at fingering, I actually Googled it way back in the day when I was just a little kid.
Like a wiki how.
Yeah. And it's a video on Pornhub actually. And it's this doctor. And he's like, this is how you finger. And he says, look, babies come out of here. I know this looks really fucked up, but don't knock it till you try it. And he went psycho. And he's like, and then that was my new trick. Go crazy.
Yeah, and
Because every guy just thinks, like the virgin high school boys, college boys, right? I've been doing the psycho shit my whole life and it works. But keep the pace.
keep the pace. If you start psycho, you got to keep psycho.
Right.
If you start soft and like, it also depends on if she likes psycho. Because you can't just like start. You just like start psycho. I need to know the lead up. Like, okay, you've taken down her pants. What's next?
Okay, so 3 minutes on the clit.
Okay, just
Very,
finger, like just
very gentle.
feeling around,
Yeah, I listen to
finding the
which
pulse.
circular motion. Yeah, she
yeah.
likes, and then start with 1, bring in 2,
Okay,
and then I do the up like this,
The hook,
and then I really start going like hard. and then I kiss their neck and say crazy shit in their ear.
Aw, you are romantic.
Thank you. That's it. That's all. That's literally it.
Romantic.
Cute.
And I can tell in your porn, by the way, that you enjoy a blowjob.
I love especially balls. Especially. You don't always get an opportunity to like really get into the balls because I will be honest, like it's tough because you're down there and they're covered, like it's really low and the camera angles and all that. But then also like often the dick kind of like hits me in the nose or something and like I see my makeup on his dick and I'm like, okay, we got to slow it down, right? Because I can't have like all the face makeup coming off on his balls. By the way, did you guys, a couple of years ago, there was like this viral thing where a makeup tutorial guy was like using his partner's balls to like apply his makeup, his foundation, like it's one of those beauty blenders. That's great. That's just a sidebar. But
a lot of guys in porn industry, they're like, oh, like when you do like the yes or no boundary list, they'll be like, stay away from there.
The balls,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Okay.
Some people don't like it.
Yeah.
And I always ask because I like it a lot and I think it looks great on camera. I love to like pull the ball skin and just like manipulate it and just grab them up and
It looks
suck
good
them
on
up.
camera, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I like the eye contact and like the potential for intimacy in a blowjob because I know that like anything I do down there is going to feel good.
And you know what? Not enough people do what you do. You talk during it a lot. Mm-hmm. And girls never really in porn do that. You do too, actually.
Yeah, I just talk the whole time.
You talk during blowjobs too. You know, you're two in a million.
Really?
Yeah, because girls usually just, they do it and...
Yeah, a lot of girls I work with on it, so I'm like, they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
I
like
wonder
silent.
if that's like a MILF thing or like an older performer thing.
Vets.
Yeah.
Vets
Yeah, because
only.
I started when I was 28 too, so
Yeah.
older, yeah.
Yeah, you guys got in at a good time.
Right before really the end of the porn star.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel like we're kind of like there.
last of
There's
it.
really no.
Last of it.
But I really feel, and I say this as a compliment,
Okay.
that I've known your name for years, but I guess 8 years is a long time.
Yeah. This is my 8th year.
Yeah, so that is a long time.
Will you speak ago?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, actually just went agent free just because I'm kind of like.
The whole time?
No, just now.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this year I've decided that I'm just going to kind of focus on my own stuff. And
They're kind of like dead now. Like, they don't,
yeah,
Agents?
you
Yeah.
don't really
yeah?
need them unless you need somebody to keep your schedule and to make sure that, to keep you organized is really the most
So you need a manager more than an agent.
true. But, the agents are already known by the companies. So it's easy to just like, they get all the information and the call sheets and everything because all the companies already know them. So it's already kind of a known quantity. Whereas
Yeah.
like, okay, now here's my manager's info and text them for, so there's just, the agents are just known and
Right.
it just is the way it is right now.
Yeah, good
But yeah,
to
as far as that, it's just scheduling. And I've decided to just kind of make this the year of my fans and just get back to the thing that really made me popular with my fans. And that is the personal connection and filming the kind of content that is like close up, just like the VR stuff,
Yeah.
And that's why I'm taking pretty much only VR scenes this
yeah.
year. But then I'm also the brand ambassador for Adult Time. Just announced that in January. So I'm
congrats.
taking their scenes, doing some fun stuff with them, and like getting to film my fantasy
What's
scenes.
that, adult time?
I'm sorry.
What is adult time?
Adult Time is a porn platform where it's just videos and content and a part of Gamma.
But is it a specific type of porn?
No, they host a lot of different things. They
Okay.
have they have a bunch of different channels within it, and it's mommy's boy, mommy's girl, different types
Okay.
of things, and
Okay.
yeah.
So how often are you shooting mainstream now?
So I overloaded my schedule because that's what happens when you don't have an agent, right? You just say yes to everything.
That's what happens when you love sex.
Yeah, and I haven't really been working. I took a break from November till now, really, because the only thing that happens in November, December, and January are fucking cancellations because it's the holidays. People get sick.
yeah.
We have AVN and X3.
Everyone gets fake
and-
tits and
yeah,
BBLs.
that's right. Everybody's
Yeah.
getting their plastic surgeries. And, it's so easy to cancel during that time because everybody kind of also understands.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? We're not even going to mess with these months. I'm just going to enjoy the time and kind of figure out what my strategy is for this year. And so, yeah, I kind of was like, okay, I don't think I need the agents because I really am only taking VR scenes and Adult Time this year.
Good for you for
Yeah.
the VR.
Love VR.
Because it does get less like global views.
Yeah.
So you're doing it actually just for your fan.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't need more Pornhub.
Right, because
clicks.
the only way you can really watch VR is by subscribing to the VR companies because
true.
You have to pay a lot of money.
gosh,
And they're expensive.
The hosting, there's just the file sizes. Like that's
Oh,
why it's
that's-
expensive
oh,
because
yeah.
they have to host so much.
8K.
Yeah, and think about like how many scenes does it take to fill up a hard drive?
Right.
So
Okay,
and then
makes
the
sense.
hosting of those types of scenes is different. You can't just put them up on your OnlyFans. you know, the way that you watch it through the VR goggles and stuff.
Yeah, because I have bangers, wanks, and bedoink. You know?
Those are 3 great ones.
Right. Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I do a lot of stuff for wanks.
And Naughty America, I heard, is creeping in now?
Naughty America has been doing some, they do like three girl VR things. It's always like a multiple thing. So if they do like a naughty office, it's 3 girls on one guy. They do like a blonde, brunette, and redhead sometimes. Like, you know, the typical tropes.
You know what?
and
I
stuff
like,
that.
my favorite is wanks. Their missionary is amazing.
Yeah, I'll let them know you said that.
Please. They understand it. Bedoink fucks up the missionary. The dick is not where your dick is.
Oh, too low?
Too low.
Yeah.
Too low. And the blowjob is sometimes 10 feet away.
Distorted, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wanks knows where my penis is.
Yeah, and there was another company that actually had a dick stick. So it was like a marked, taped off stick, so they knew like the distance from the camera to...
Take notes, Bedoink.
Which was always kind of fun to like have a visual represent. It's like, oh, okay, this is exactly where we need to be. And it's just so much, it's faster than looking and being like, okay, a little bit farther, and then looking at the camera a little bit farther. You know, it just takes the guesswork out of it.
You shot VR?
Yeah, I've done a few. Yeah.
My 3 companies?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
think I've shot for all of them. Yeah, definitely the Naughty America one. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I subbed to them all at the same time when I first got my Oculus. So now every April I get fucking destroyed with bills. It's like $2,000 comes out of my bank.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh my God.
There's like that app where
Hey,
you can
remember in
get...
April? I was like, Terry, we're going to McDonald's for dinner tonight.
Porn subscriptions just hit.
Yeah, fucking right.
Well, thank you for paying for your porn.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You know what? I have to admit, for OnlyFans, it's not that I'm cheap. I'm not a cheap guy. You know, I pay for this much VR porn. But I get a rise out of looking for leak stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun to me.
Looking for what?
I'll give you the money.
The leaks, the leak content.
The game of looking for the leaks
Okay.
is so fun to me.
Like on Reddit and stuff?
Yeah, Reddit, and you know, all the pop-ups and the fucking AIDS and cancer your computer gets, and then the fake links and the gambling sites and Chatterbait pops up.
Yeah, it's like fun. Like a challenge?
Finally you get one, and you're like,
I found it.
Right?
You're that baddie.
I'll give the money. It's about the game. I don't know.
And then when you find that, please DM me or email me the link
so
I can get
it.
my shit taken off of it. You know, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes it's out of the country and then I can't do shit about it.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
If it's out of the US, you can't really DMCA it because that's a US law.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my boys in Turkey. Okay, this show is presented by Jerkmate, the #1 campsite in the world. By the way, look at this jacket they gave me. Is it in frame, Terry? Yeah. Fucking beautiful.
Stunning.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, we love Jerkmate.
We loved. Hey, you've cammed for Jerkmate.
Yeah, they were great.
Love Jerkmate. So you've cammed before, obviously.
I have cammed, yes. That was one of the ways that I kind of like built my fan base at the beginning, because your personality really gets to shine and people start to see you as like, oh, I like this girl.
Yeah.
Like, she's cool, she's fun, we have similar interests. And so I've built a lot of my loyal fans through camming. And honestly, even some of my day one fans are still with me just because I get on cam every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like that relationship is just so
Best
different.
with the fans in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking
iconic.
Yeah.
I just love them. And honestly, I always say,
Yeah, they're cool.
We were saying that today, right? Her fan base is the most loyal.
they're super loyal.
Yeah, super
But
fans.
the thing about fans is without them watching my porn, I don't exist. Like, I cease to exist if they don't watch.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole like thing. If a girl comes into the industry and nobody watches her stuff, she doesn't get booked. She doesn't make more porn. She just kind of disappears. So I've always they've always been like the #1 thing. I always want to make sure to take care of them and give them stuff and keep them around and just like encourage them and be their friend and just all of the things, right? And give them advice and not judge them for the things that they want and need.
Yeah,
and
the advice.
all of that.
I'm like, you need to like chill on the porn. Like, I'm like, your life will be a lot better if you just cut back a little bit.
Yeah.
They're like obsessive.
Yeah, I definitely have told fans where I'm like, I can see that this platform might be a problem for you financially in the future. So I just want you to really like think about your choices.
You say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to cause harm.
They're nuts, eh?
They're like, oh yeah, they're like, I come home, the first thing I do is watch you for like 8 hours. Like, they're like losing sleep over it.
Oh
like,
my God.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Yeah. So,
your
and
fans
nobody's
are crazy.
telling them
my
to not do
Canadian
it.
boys.
Oh, no,
I told you.
They're normal though.
Yeah.
Well, all the friends are normal, sorry.
So I wanted to ask you both your wildest camming experience.
So probably it's not really wild as it is like just interesting. I have a fan who comes on and wants me to do a hair job on my dildo because he really likes a hair job where you like take your hair and you wrap it around the dildo and you stroke it off.
Oh my God.
So this started with makeup brushes actually, and he would have me take a dildo and take my makeup brushes and like tickle the dick and say tickle, tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
And
It's
so,
like ASMR vibes.
yeah, before ASMR was really like a thing, and before we had the microphone capacity to really capture those sounds, especially on cam, like you're working from your computer mic, it's not that great. But yeah, that was it just opened my eyes. I was like, wow, I would have never thought this thought, but and then I always think like, what happened that this is the thing that you're asking for, and it's not really even just in a bad way, but just kind of like.
Yeah, what
Where
happened?
did this come from?
Yeah.
Because I'm so
The
curious.
psychology.
Like, I don't want to judge you. I just want to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like his mom walked out on him and like, bye, and slapped him with hair. You know, some fucked him.
Right. Those are the people you should be interviewing.
Actually, like the super fans.
Like a little series
Like,
of
what
super fan
happened?
interviews.
And I'm also picturing them at home jerking off to this. Like,
100%.
Like, okay, her pussy's cool. Those tits are great. Ass is nice.
They're looking at their hair.
Oh, the hair!
Yeah, for sure.
I don't get it.
It's the little things in life.
And that was on cam?
Yeah.
Was it cam to cam or
No,
typing?
it was like he would tip in the room.
Oh, in the main for everyone?
Main room, yeah.
So you did it for everybody?
Yeah.
So everyone else is watching like, bro.
Everybody else is like,
She had her tits out.
okay.
You're ruining
I
it.
mean, my tits are still out. They're still out.
Savannah Bond.
I've only done like about 10 in total, like
Oh,
my
really?
whole life. So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
have any like crazy stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to see girls like her on cam, head over to Jerkmate. We have the link below, giving you the promo code for $10 free to go try out Jerkmate. It's the best site in the world. Never jerk off alone again. Jerkmate, baby.
I do love that in the cam room, like the guys kind of start to become friends if you cam often enough.
Right,
They like
the
have their
diehards.
own little like community and they say hi to
Yeah.
each other. And I'm like, yeah, guys. And I always encourage that because like they need community too. So
Yeah.
like my moderator, everybody always says hi to the moderator and you know, things like that. So they're just like nice and welcoming. But I think that's
feel
also like
they
I
want the
cultivate that.
conversation like more than the show as well. It's
Yeah.
like they're there for the community for sure.
Yeah. It's sweet.
It's like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, me and the Luna fans.
Yeah,
We're Lexi and
we're getting together online. It's like it's
They have
better
little
than
headsets.
yeah, it's better than talking trash to each other like playing Xbox or something.
seriously.
You know,
Like the Discord chats as well.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a Discord? Yeah. It's like
I don't
a
know.
whole
It was too
Yeah.
much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go in. They love it.
And you'll just say something and they'll freak out.
It's like a group chat and they just talk about like the weather and stuff like that.
Oh, it's like their boys. Like we all jerk off to Savannah Bonds. Join our Discord. Producer Terry made a Discord for Pillow Talk, and I'm learning how to use it tonight.
See?
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of it.
You got to be a Discord girl.
That's a
apparently,
lot.
it's for the real diehard nerds.
I got actually my superfan made my Discord for me.
I had a superfan make my Reddit page, and that was
Yeah.
awesome because I don't understand. I'm
Yeah.
like, why can't I post here?
Are you like a moderator on there as well?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I had done a little thing on Reddit for a little while where I was like trying to build it, and I'm like, why am I building this? Just free content. Like, come to my Twitter, come to my
they're
Instagram,
All the Steelers are on
come
there.
to my OnlyFans. So I stopped doing
getting
it.
his free porn.
Yeah, like I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to feed this beast. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
But because you have so many diehard fans, do you have stalkers?
no.
Yeah, have you never had anyone
had
like
any
weird
incident.
come up
I think
to
it's
you?
because you're so good at hiding.
Boundaries. I have
Yeah.
boundaries,
Yeah.
and my fans know there are things we don't talk about. There are things role plays I won't do with them, or depths of role play that I won't go into. You know, so setting those boundaries early and telling them, hey, I'm not the girl for you. If this is what you're looking for, like try to find somebody else. I don't want to take your money because I'm not going to give you the experience you want. And so just being totally upfront with people really disarms them. And so then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'll just move on to somebody else. Or they'll be like, no, it's okay. I like what you do too.
Okay.
You know, so and it's their choice because I'm not going to take their money disingenuously and then give them a bad experience. Like, that's not cool.
She's nice.
Yes. What about the Britney Spears thing?
Oh yeah.
So the one person you wanted to have sex with was Britney Spears? We need to know.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
But
Like back in the day or
But, like,
now?
would you fuck crazy Britney?
You know,
Get the knives out.
I would worry about the consent piece.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine sex with her now. It must be.
You know, the thing
Probably
that I
pretty
always
good.
think of is like, why doesn't she have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, seriously, because she's naked.
You're already doing mostly naked stuff on Instagram. Like,
She wants- you
monetize
can tell
that.
she-
Yeah. She should have an OnlyFans.
They
Bless
should
Britney.
bless her.
We hope the best for
Bless
her.
her.
I'm in the middle of reading her book currently.
How is it?
Okay.
It's sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's her piece of shit dad, right?
It's just
They
like
overunited
everybody,
though. They're like
everything.
good now, right?
You manipulated her.
I don't know if they're good now, but like I think she's moved past
Hopefully,
the
yeah.
hatred. But I don't think they'll ever be good.
Yeah.
But you know, like that's her parent. She's gonna love that person no matter what, and it's like ingrained in her. But I don't think she's like friendly with him.
Yeah.
You know her ex-boyfriend who cheated?
The Sam guy.
Yeah. His sister did my Botox this week.
Wow.
Look at you.
Fun fact.
It looks good.
And they say guys aren't supposed to expose they do Botox. Guys, it's a cheat code. It's fake tits for boys.
Yeah.
Also, fuck that. If you want the Botox, get the fucking Botox.
Yeah,
We've
it's
already
the-
been through this.
It's the best. It's the best.
Botox
yeah,
is great.
it does make a difference.
You have Botox in?
Not right now. But you
Wanna?
Where did you get it?
Oh,
Tell us
it's
the spots.
It's I'm new here. So it's like 30 minutes away. That's all I know.
Yeah. We
There's
don't
an Italian
remember names.
restaurant
Oh, no,
across the
no.
street.
I mean, like, where on your face did you get injected?
okay. Here and here and here. I did a lot of syringes.
Nice.
34, I think it was.
34 units?
Units.
Not syringes. I'm like, they put so much.
He's frozen.
Yeah, but you still have movement and you still look like, you don't look like you're not, there's no
I'll
expression
get
in
there.
your face.
I'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna push
It's LA,
it.
so
You're
yeah.
in LA.
Eventually the needles will come for you.
We're gonna get you cough implants next.
Get little peck implants. You're like,
Abs.
hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, chisel those in.
Hey,
removal.
your booty's natural? Mm-hmm. Good for you.
thanks. I've always kind of had a butt. I never knew that was an asset until I started working in the adult
Oh, yeah?
industry. I was like, oh, people like butt.
Yeah.
But my butt is the place where I gain and lose weight first. So it's like if I'm on like a
That's
cut,
good.
if I'm like cutting
Well,
in my
yeah.
diet, the butt goes. And if I'm like not cutting it, if I'm stopped working
Okay,
out,
so there
then
must
it's
have been
like,
an era in your journey where you maybe put on 10, let's call it.
Pandemic. I put on this ass was 47 inches
Yeah.
during the pandemic. I was like,
That's
I don't
why I
even know
asked.
how to hold this
Because I
thing.
totally thought at one point you just got a BBL.
Oh no, I just gained some weight.
And then when I saw new shit, I was like, she got taken out.
That's how you know it's real.
Okay.
No, it was really difficult because I didn't know how to perform in that body because I'd never really like
It really
moved
blew
that.
up.
Yeah, the ass
Dude,
gets in the way.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a solid like 10 inches bigger than pre-pandemic or post that time. And then I kind of like figured it back out.
Okay.
But yeah, it was very like, oh boy, this is a handful and a half. Like I had to pose different. I had to hold it differently. There were like, it was a time. It was a time.
Okay, good to know. No BBL, boys.
It was a lot of not doing shit during the pandemic, not walking even. Like I would get winded up and down the stairs of my apartment complex and I'm like, this is not okay. Like we need to do more because and like the sun would shine on my face outside and I'm like, the fucking sun, what is this?
Oh, and last VR question. I know we
Okay,
talked a lot
I'll do
about
it.
it, but
I love it.
it's so much work you do because it's an hour scene usually.
Yeah.
And it's
a
all
lot of
you?
work.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
If you're not in shape, you must be
So true.
exhausted, yeah?
Yeah, it definitely takes its toll because the first 3 positions are like you.
Right.
Like it's riding forward, riding in reverse, and blowjob. That's not really like that much. But yeah, it is a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
You say
different
blowjob's not that
muscles.
much work?
It's not that much like it's not like you're riding like the
cardio vibes. Okay,
cardiovascular
fair.
endurance
Yeah.
is not necessary for a blowjob.
You know, you say that because you enjoy the blowjob.
yeah, that's true.
Because some girls say the fucking blowjob in VR is 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Worst thing
that's
ever.
not true.
Wow.
Do you like giving blowjobs?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. I feel like I'm more selfish lately though. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm over it.
You're like,
Just
I'm in
fuck
my
me.
selfish area.
Just fuck me.
Well,
Nice.
hey, we went 10 over the time because it's Lexi Luna. We had to.
We had a good chat.
What an episode. You're amazing.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
she's
Thank you for coming on.
You ask great questions and
Yeah.
led the conversation really well. You're a great host.
Great interviewer for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's an honor. This is going to be a big episode. Oh, from Jerkmate, cute little bobblehead for the computer.
Oh my God.
Bobble.
Isn't that sweet? Yes. So you want one? Very cute. And then from Bathmate, I used their dick pump. This is a little... I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I can't. Titties are too big.
Terry? Her titties are too big.
That was so funny.
It's a vibrating
Thank you.
little bullet.
Ooh,
Travel
and look at
size.
this rechargeable.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
the
thing.
guy gets control of it?
No, it's just rechargeable.
But
USB
you know,
travel.
it's convenient. You can do it at a
Boring.
restaurant, on an airplane, right?
Thank
and then
you.
for ViHemp, this is a aphrodisiac marijuana kit. So if you or anyone that you make love to smoke weed,
I
It enhances.
will probably give this away to a fan.
okay, great.
A little giveaway.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah, and it actually works, makes you horny.
Oh, that's so cute. Should I show it to the people?
Sure, yeah.
Look at that. There's little gummies and 5 milligram THC. Oh, I don't know if I can.
Me and producer Terry
nail
take
this.
them.
Yeah,
Thought it was straight.
Okay, I'm taking it to a convention.
Beyond Lexpectations is her Instagram
Yes.
because there's a million fan accounts.
Don't fall for the fakes.
Yeah,
Look at the
Lexi-licious.
number of people following. Do not follow a 300-person account and then come crying to me that you've been scammed. Well, of
I
course
sent them
you
so
have.
much cash out. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
and then you come to me in my real account. I'm like, oh, so you can find it. So you do know where I am. You
Right.
just chose not to follow this fucking account. Don't fall for the fakes.
And what's the OnlyFans?
You can find everything Lexi at iwantlexi.com.
Okay, good to know.
Socials, OnlyFans, all
That
the
makes
links,
sense.
everything.
Yeah, Google it.
And Savannah Bond, the Savannah Bond. A lot of fake accounts of you too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the OnlyFans is at Savannah Bond.
I don't know, or something like that.
Doesn't know.
She's like, I made it like 8 years ago.
Just Google it. Like, it's 2024.
Just Google it. And I'm Ryan Pello. Talk to you next Tuesday.